Arsenal won for the seventh time in a row, keeping yet another clean sheet in the process, as Arsenal fans never fail to remind me. Just so we talk about that, though. Oh man, they are so touchy, so touchy. Because I suggested last week that maybe they could just be a little more expansive. Whoa.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we do anything more, the book, A Luxury Player, I've only read a little bit of it, Joe, but it's a brilliant book. The front cover's absolutely fantastic as well. But tell us a bit more about where the profits are going. Well, they're not going in your pockets.
No. There's no. I wanted. Listen, we're very blessed to be a footballer. You know, lucky. I've been asked to do a book a few times. There's many reasons I wanted to do it, but one of the reasons was, put a few quid in a few charities' pockets. And one of the charities it's going to is Onside Youth Zone. It's something I worked with during the pandemic. Me and my wife raised money, and basically what they do is like the government don't fund as many youth clubs as they used to, so they put these youth centres, youth clubs in underprivileged areas around the country, and get kids off the street, get them into the arts, get them into sport, just sometimes just a bit of food in their belly and a nice safe place, and it's a brilliant place. I thought. It's organic and yeah, it's just something I felt if the money's going to go somewhere, it would go there. And another one's a friend of mine. It's Never You. His name's Kerry, and it's if parents get a terrible diagnosis with their kids and basically what it does is I said the government, but it helps the families out. So say if your kid's got a terminal illness and he's basically trying to make that there's more money available to the families to support them in the darkest times, and I just thought these two charities, he's lobbying Parliament to try and get some support there. It's inspiring actually, because there's nothing could be worse than your child being ill. So I thought them two things where the money goes there, and I know it's going to go in a good place. And a good thing will come out of it.
Yeah, Joe, it's brilliant that you do that, mate, because, I know how long it takes to write these things, and then the publicity, can go on forever. Yeah, but brilliant.
That was a joy for me. Sam Wallace, who wrote it, because when you finish playing, your identity's so tied up into being a footballer. You start so going through it with Sam probably saved me a right few quid on therapy, really. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I really enjoyed it. You sort of where you come from. Because, like I was 16, 17, thrust into the spotlight as a footballer. And then you could put your mask on as a footballer until, I retired nearly 37. And then someone comes along one day and goes, right, that's enough. You've got to grow up now and become a real,
Yeah.
So it was really good thinking, going through the journey and all the stories and everything, and so I loved doing it. So it was a real labour of love for me. And Sam Wallace is a brilliant writer, and he's really captured it for me.
No,
it's fantastic, Joe. I've got to say, and just another quick, when you talk about players, and as a concern, players coming to the end of their career, there's what they're going to do. It's a complete change in life and complete change in everything for them. But at the same time, yourself, brilliant. You're doing your coaching bits and pieces. Obviously, love working with you at TNT, and pun intended, by the way, you've got a finger in a couple of pies, a couple of restaurants going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you've certainly, you've got plenty going on, mate.
He's after a freebie now.
Yeah, I don't worry. Ali's been there. Ali's had a few. Listen,
as you can see,
it's got the McCoist seal of approval, the tomahawk steak down there, right?
You better believe it, mate.
Are you still interested in coaching, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
You say you're at Luton on Friday. You see Jack Wilshere go in there. Does that whet the appetite?
Yeah, that did. That really did. Like, it was great because I know Jack a little bit, but I've worked with Sav. We both worked with Sav, and watching how excited he was. He was like a kid at Christmas. I know they didn't win the game, but I think doing this work we do with football, you have to check yourself sometimes. I'm going to watch some of the best players in the world and getting paid for it, But watching how excited Sav was, and Jack as well, in that game, mate, because we're all competitors at heart. I played bingo with my kids last night in the house and I wanted to win. Do you know what I mean? I was fuming I didn't win. So there is that inside you that wants to do it. But for me, I'm never going to go and work for somewhere where it's, it has to be right. It has to be the right opportunity at the right club with the right support around me. But it would be something I'd like to do, yeah.
But you said something earlier there, Joe, which I got totally in it. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you necessarily miss the Saturday afternoon. Of course, you miss it to a degree. The Saturday afternoon, the 45,000, the 50,000, the games. But you said something. It's the smell of the place. Yeah. It's the training. It's the five-a-sides. It's the crack in the dressing room. It's everything, eh?
Oh, it's everything. And when I retired, I wanted to, I listen. Believe it or not, I do listen to people. You can tell my wife, right? So I spoke to a few players, and they said, "Listen, make sure you got something to walk into when you're retired." So I had, like you said, I got, I had a little few business interests. Was going to work on the TV, the coaching. I like to do loads of things. One of the things I did was I got all my mates, my pals that I grew up with, and we started a football team again. A few other people I'd worked to. It was like the Sunday league, proper pub football, and honestly, it was hilarious. Because first of all, your mates who ain't played football with for 20 years, watching them come to the slow realisation that they can't trap a bag of cement was brilliant on a Sunday. But we had some great memories. We won a few trophies, got kick lumps out of all over Essex on a Sunday morning. But and then you go to the pub afterwards or what, for a Sunday roast. It was brilliant. So yeah, you do miss the football.
Yeah, almost out of time, Joe. Look, you know a thing or two about World Cups. What, are you playing 3 of them?
Yeah,
3. England's chances next year.
Before the last game, I was a bit dubious. I was like, how's this looking, the last group of games? But what I like about Thomas Tuchel is he is putting the blinkers on. He's picking players that he wants. Yeah. I think for whatever reason, he's seen the Bellingham situation and thought, I need to do something here. My only interactions with Bellingham has been he's been, really good lad and everything. But he obviously felt he needed to do something with Bellingham, leave him out, whatever. And I think he'll get a response from Bellingham. I think Bellingham will get even better as a footballer. I think he's a genius anyway. I think the group's going to be strong. And if England are to win this World Cup, we are not going to be doing it with expansive football, because the French team, the Spanish team, the Argies, the Brazilians maybe will be able to out-football us. So I think a Thomas Tuchel style of football, listen, we'll get through to the quarterfinals, I'm pretty sure. Because there's about 300 teams in it. Cape Verde are in it. It's not like it used to be.
Scotland. Sorry, Coisty.
But when we play a France, a Spain, or an Argentina at that back end of the tournament, we're going to have to play a pragmatic style of football, and I think Thomas Tuchel's brilliant at that. So I have more hope.
Just a quick one on Arsenal, particularly the defensive record at the moment, Joe. Sensational, mate. Only lost 3 goals. How Big John Terry and the boy, he'll be looking, I know for a fact, and you know him better than I, he'll be looking every week and he'll just want to see Arsenal losing goals.
Yeah. He'll definitely be, whoever Arsenal are playing, JT will have a shirt on. I look over enviously at Arsenal, Ali, and the way that club's run.
Yeah.
And the way that, with the job that Mikel Arteta's done. And like you said, we had a conversation after the Liverpool game. Remember, Al? We was really impressed with Arsenal, even though they lost the game.
That's right.
And how they was. And everything from that game on, they just look impenetrable. And I think it's starting to play in the mindset of the opposition teams now, and I think that's what we had at Chelsea. People just didn't think they could score against us. And I think Arsenal have now got that. And I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest. But I think Arsenal win the league and maybe the Champions League as well. I really think they're brilliant. And that's really hard for me to say. Really tough.